Hello, Jason. This is Jillian from Big Peach Midtown, and this is your hill repeat video from the Transfer Running Workshop on Easter Sunday. We will be seeing a lot of the same elements of your current posture, lean, and landing tendencies that we saw in your baseline video, but now we're looking at it within a specific context of running down a hill and running up a hill. So we're going to look at your downhill running video first and make some notes about how to improve downhill running so that you're less likely to expose yourself to injury. All right. And this is an example of how you would look getting started going down a hill. And we'll run you back up the hill and make some notes. So starting out, I want to make sure we're not looking down too much. We want to make sure that we are keeping an eye on any obstacles that can come about. Additionally, what we also want to do, we want to keep that chin out of the chest and the shoulders and the spine and the torso in a neutral position as we simultaneously lean forward at the toes, because we do not want to roll the shoulders back and you felt your upper body leaning backward. That's one of your body's natural tendencies to protect itself from falling flat on your face. It's a nice habit to have, but we want to try to counteract that so we don't slow ourselves down during the run downhill. If anything, we want to take advantage of that natural higher momentum that will take place as we're running and really falling forward down a hill. So what we want to do is increase our cadence to limit the overstriding tendency. Now the overstriding tends to increase by 4 times as compared to how much overstriding we're likely to do when we're on a flat, straight surface. So want to see about increasing that cadence. If your, for instance, cadence unnaturally at your most efficient is 180 steps per minute on a flat surface, you want to aim for 190 or 200 steps per minute. The goal is to limit the amount of heel striking we have and to make sure that we have more of a forefoot strike going down the hill. And then what we'll do, because running down a hill just feels inherently unstable, see about keeping those arms relaxed but close to the body. Swing consistently, swing the elbows back consistently, but don't swing them forward as far forward as you would on a flat surface, just so that you can kind of stabilize the core as you go downhill and you don't feel as much as falling forward as you would going down a hill. So coming back up the hill, let's see where you're at regular speed. And going up the hill involves a few more subtle tweaks. Generally speaking, because hills, especially in Atlanta, are long and gradual, and whenever you run a race in Atlanta where there's one hill, there's going to be several, I generally advise to take a conservative approach, maintain the same cadence you would going up a hill as you would on a flat surface. Main thing that I would advise is that you exaggerate the forward lean as much as possible. Make sure that we're maintaining that forward lean throughout the body, from the ankle through the top of the head, and exaggerate it further by driving up the knees even higher than what you're used to. So might even feel like you're doing a drill like the high knees while leaning forward at the same time. That's going to make sure that we can limit that overstriding, once again, protect those knees, and also make sure that we are taking advantage of that forward momentum, using that forward momentum to drive us up the hill. Exaggerate that forward momentum by exaggerating the back swing of the elbow and the front swing of an open hand going forward. That's going to make sure that the arms are working to do their part to propel the body forward. The arms can actually play a huge role in compensating for fatigued legs, and nowhere is this truer than running up a hill. And last but not least, make sure that the core does not sink back as you're coming up the hill. We want to make sure that we have a consistent line between the top of the body, the torso, as well as the lower body. And main way we're going to do that is make sure that we're not dragging that butt behind us. We're maintaining the lower core strength and building up the lower core strength to make sure that we can align the pelvis with the rest of the body and we can maintain a consistent forward lean. And of course, don't be afraid to look at the top of the hill. You got to keep that chin out of the chest. Keep your eyes on the prize. That's the top of the hill. It can be discouraging, but it is necessary. Make sure that you're oxygenating the muscles properly and breathing properly. Alright, Jason, that is going to be your hill repeat video from the Transform Running Workshop. Thank you so much for your participation.